Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. So make it a great night, folks. Serve the one you love. Once you decide to be a couple, you're there to serve the one you love, to serve your love to your lover. And every kiss and every touch, you feel you're there to please the one you love without expecting anything back. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We have the Dow Industrials up 112, Nasdaq up 26, S&P's up 850, gold contract trading flat at $1,269 an ounce, silver flat at $17.77 an ounce, platinum down $8, $9.77 an ounce, copper flat at $2.17 a pound, light sweet crude up $1.05 at $49.73 a barrel. Bonds, 10-year note down 7 ticks, $130.08. 30-year bond down 16 ticks, $165.30. King dollar up 25 ticks at 96.15. The euro is trading at $1.12, and the yen is trading at 103.56. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at it. What do you have? Okay, so you have the SPY, fail on price, fail on volume once again. You're up 98 cents. You've done 70 million shares. Yesterday, we get downtown with 119 million, which was still light volume on the way down, folks. Why? Because we were coming down into like 168 million. So what does it try to do today? It tries to go higher, dramatically lighter volume, and doesn't make it to its benchmark, which is the $117.03. That level, folks, is where we gapped down from on September 9th. That's your S&P. The Dow Industrial, same type of setup. Dow Industrial, September 9th is your benchmark. We got to a price point today of 18,315. You did 974 million shares. Not bad, not great. Bottom line, couldn't hold price. Couldn't even hold the highs of yesterday. So what does that set up? Well, here, let's do the Nasdaq Composite first. Okay, so Composite, because the yin and yang of this is that the S&Ps and the Dow are weak links. They can't even get to the downdraft. The Composite and the NDX 100, so the Composite is all the Nasdaq stocks. NDX 100 are the top 100 stocks inside the Nasdaq. Those are all the big growth game names that you're all going to know. You know, Google, Amazon, Qualcomm, eBay. So the Composite gets to a price point today of 53.30. Now the high is 53.42, which was established on the 22nd of September. The low of that high is 53.20. You can see what happened. You get up to that level, couldn't handle price, and then you closed under all the highs of the past week and a half, actually. Volume-wise, what we did, let's go see what we did on the 22nd. So what we did on the Nasdaq Composite is this. We did 1.7 billion, and on the 22nd, you did 1.9 billion. So you can see what's happening. As you're getting up to those levels, it doesn't have the juice. And if you're going to break levels and you're going to hold price, folks, the Nasdaq Composite would be doing about 2.2, 2.3 billion shares. So inside that context, what does it set up? Well, what it sets up is that you get another day, Thursday, and guess what? This market's going to try to get the lower price tomorrow. I suspect more than likely you get to lower price. It'll have lighter volume, and the reason I'm saying that is that this market is setting up for jobs number to do a test of the highs once again. That's what it's inside the Nasdaq, inside the NDX 100. Gold contract. What do we have with gold? Gold contract had a price spread out here today of $12.79 to $12.64. You're at $12.69. Bottom line, gold can bounce. You know, we'll see whether, if in fact it can get a bounce, but it looks to me like it's going to get a bounce. The reason I'm saying that is that it took out all the stops yesterday. That was the largest move down, not the largest move up. It was the largest move down in gold since 2013. We had the monster move up on Brexit Day. On the 24th, gold went from 12.59 to 13.68. That was a monster move. We came back into that level, and you came back into that level with volume. We haven't hit the bottom of that yet, however. That's 12.59. We hit the 12.64.10 out here today. And I suspect silver, we go take a look at silver. Silver's set up the exact same way. The amount of energy that it took out of the marketplace, I suspect you're going to get a small bounce before it wants lower prices. The low of the Brexit day in silver was $17.25. We've made it to $17.58. Let's go to the TLT. So the TLT, which is a 20-year bond plus ETF, this is going to get interesting, and this is what it is. So we came down today in 8.8 million. Yesterday, you came in with 12 million. You're coming into a swing low that has 15.6 million. That lowest was established at $133.36. Now, if I put this on a weekly, this is pretty cool. Okay, so on a weekly basis, you're talking about 49 million versus 28. 8, 16, 28, 38, 40. What did I just say? 16, 28, 34. Yeah, so check this out. This is pretty cool. So the TLT is coming into its swing low on a daily and on a weekly with dramatically lighter volume. So the number that you really want to watch real closely coming into Friday is $136. Because if you reject that $136 level, right now we're at $134.58, it looks like you're going to have lighter volume. That, and we'll go right back to the bonds now, that is going to take the bonds, USZ, that would take the bonds higher. And the 30-year right now had 254,000 on the way down, which is still pretty good volume. That 30-year wants to test the 164.22, which is about another full point down, and that's coming into 346,000. So the bonds are saying, number one, they do want to go into the swing low. What it's also saying at this point that your probability is pretty good that you are going to get a rejection of that low. And if that's what we get, and now this is going to set up nice for the, this is going to set up really nice for coming into the Jobs Friday. Because if that's what we get, what would end up happening, it would seem, is that you get a good jobs number that would send the bonds higher, the market lower. And if we go over to good old King Dollar, and King Dollar's the wild card again, man. King Dollar, you know, almost did a test of yesterday's high with lighter volume. So King Dollar looks like it's got to build more cars before it gets the higher price. I do think we're going to go to 97.61, but what this did out here today, it came into that high, which the volume was way too light, so that's telling me it's going to back down a bit. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back.